A good marriage is not about how you feel,
Yeah.
but it is about being willing to honor God even in the midst of how I feel.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another installment of Just Asking. I'm here with my brother,
Just
Sylvester
asking, bro.
White. Just asking, bro. You're right. I'm Larry, of course. You know, a couple people know that. So, yes. What's been good with you, man?
Not been good, man. Just come off of a pretty busy week. Just glad to get back on the show.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I've been thinking about it. You know, the whole week. You know, just even at work, I was like,
Yeah.
man, I can't wait for So I hope you guys are enjoying it just as much as we are,
Yeah.
because man, I mean, we're definitely excited about it. So,
Yeah.
so I hope you guys enjoy it. So we're gonna talk about today. We'll talk about men and marriage. Okay, men and marriage.
pretty
know.
pretty interesting topic, man.
Yeah. So I'm with a marriage expert right here.
No.
So
No,
you know,
and he's lying to you. He's lying to you right
he's
now.
been married. He's been married for a long time.
I've only been married 40 years.
Just about
Only 40
40.
years. Oh,
I've
Lord.
been married since he was 3. Maybe my son was 3 years old.
Since 3.
Three.
Shut up.
When it came out the womb. I'm gonna tell you something. When I was 5 years old, my first girlfriend, her name was Joni. And I was like, I'm gonna marry her. I was 5. And I was mad at my son. My son was 6. My son been going around proposing to the girl at the church.
You serious?
Yeah, he proposed to I forgot somebody's daughter. And
Darius' daughter.
yeah, nah. He said he was gonna marry. No, he proposed to Robin's daughter.
Oh.
And she
oh,
came.
Wow.
She had to talk with him. She's like, "What you gonna do? What's your occupation?"
He's like 6.
That was so funny. And she was like, he said, "I'm gonna be a police officer." She was like, "That's dangerous." She's like, you need to get another profession because she's like, I ain't trying to take care of y'all kids. Something happened to you. I was like, oh my god, so that's funny.
I remember when I was what was it? I was like 8th grade, and I'm gonna say the name.
Uh-oh.
Sees it. Just know that she's my sister in the Lord now. So, no, I'm not. But
Thank God.
I know that got me in trouble.
No.
So yeah. So like we dated 2 weeks. I swore we would get married. I knew it. I'm like, man, that's gonna be my wife, and bro. And she broke up with me. She broke up with me, dog. And like I was in typing class. That's telling them my age.
Man, y'all
Don't
don't even type no
anybody
more.
judge, you know what I'm saying?
On a typewriter.
Click, 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 click. You know what I'm saying? Click, 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 click. And so anyway, but yeah, man, I'm in there, man, and I get a letter. Like she like, see, that's when they hit you with the letter joints. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Letter. Gotta break up with you because I just feel like it's getting too serious. I bust out crying like loud though. I was like, I was like the like that dude.
After
Flag.
2 weeks,
Man, I was crying, bro, and like
damn.
I had pissed my teacher off. I was crying like every day for like the whole week. And at first, like she's like, "Oh, it's gonna be okay. Don't you worry a thing. Look, you're gonna find many girlfriends. Okay, it's gonna be okay." By day 5, now look at here. That's long enough, huh? You 1 more 10, you go straight to the principal. Like, bro, she like got after me, man, and he was like mad, and I couldn't understand why nobody understood the hurt in my heart. You know what I'm saying? Like life was over.
Yeah.
I thought it was all over with, man. I'm like, man, that girl done left me, done broke my heart, man. I'm like, dang, dog. And so, don't we all feel like that it's always going to feel like butterflies and like roses and so perfect? Like, you know, that what I call the happy phase of marriage. I mean, like where everything is perfect. Like, you know, like you have the good feels. You like, bro, like y'all have a song that's y'all's, and then you like smelling the letter and junk. You
Yeah.
like laying in bed, like reading them darn letters and eating cookies and junk.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Just in love, bro.
Yeah, that's the
I
what
thought
they call
that.
it,
Yeah, go ahead.
what they call it, the honeymoon phase.
Yeah. Man, I
Honeymoon
thought.
phase.
Man, I thought that would be forever. I thought that was. Man, that was it. I'm like, I'm like, I'll never do anything. I'll never want to get out of this, because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it was like the perfect. I like how they call infatuation
Yeah.
in a relationship. So it definitely felt like that, but it was like I realized that I didn't like fall in love until like way deeper in my marriage. Like
Yeah.
it was not when I married her. I did not fall in love when we were married.
Yeah.
I won't say that we were necessarily in love. I knew that she was the one.
Yeah.
But the whole love part that came later. What are your thoughts on the happy phase of marriage?
Yeah, for me, it was just almost like reiterate what you said, like, you don't see any flaws. Everything's just like, oh my God, look how she said that, man. Man, my baby cooked these wings. Look at these wings. You know what I'm saying? She was reheated these wings from churches. Look how she reheated them. That's what I'm talking about. 33 seconds. Ooh, it's good. You know what I'm saying? So it's just everything is just, there's no wrong. You know what I'm saying? And it's like on both sides. And truly, it's like, you're not like really like being yourself, so to speak. It's almost like you're just, because you're trying to, because you're in that phase. So so you're not really showing who you are. They're not showing who they are. They're just like, I'm gonna do this,
Yeah.
And so, I mean, you don't have any type of like disagreements or something like that. Just like, oh, that's what you want to eat, okay, and So, I mean, like I remember like Valentine's Day, I would give my wife flowers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving to her 3-4 years in a row. She's like, babe, I really don't like flowers. Man, I'm sitting up here spending.
My wife,
you should have told me that. I could have gave you something else.
My wife, your sister, same exact thing for me. I was like, we can get so simple. Like, man, she love them red ones. Man, this year I'm gonna get her white ones.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna get her the pink ones.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, look, man. Enough, please. I don't like these. I was like, all hurt and junk. Like, man, I don't know if I even like this marriage. Trade it in.
Nah. I thought you like, because I was looking at the movies. In the movies, you get the roses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting roses, different stuff. Like, she was like, I really don't like flowers. Like, why? Like, they die after a week or whatever. So you're not, so they're not like, they don't stay alive like for the duration, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So so it just gets, so her, she like, I want something that's gonna last, she like, give me like a electronic gadget or something. Give me something that's, a little purse holder or something, little, battery charge, whatever it is. Something I was like, oh.
Yeah, I think like for me, it was like the first, I don't know, first 6 months, a year, everything felt perfect. Then there's the running after them in the restroom. You're like, oh, I had no idea. Cause my sister was smooth. Like if she used it, she always had like something behind her and like hit it. And like she would mercy flush, And so I was like, oh man, dang. I just, for real, I didn't figure women would be hitting like that. I was like, man, this thing crazy, bruh. I'm like, anyway, so you know what I'm saying? I still love my wife, I mean at the time, I'm like, hey, first year I'm like, whoa, Rocky, I'm on the ropes. Trying to parry, you know what I'm saying? But no. But not but no, I mean, happy phase, man, is a blessing, man. I think that God like kind of designed it that way to kind of give you that head start, that like, how like you on a bike, you like ride down the hill. Yeah. It's almost kind of to give you just enough energy so when you need to go up, you can kind of get over it, right? And so I like at the happy phase kind of like that. And so let's. What about the common phase? What do you think that is? That's like a phase after happy. You both have become kind of common to each other. What do you think of that?
So I think kind of like getting used to each other. I think this is the time where now that everything was just, oh man, this is great. Everything, there's no wrong. Now I think wrong and stuff started coming into play. You start actually seeing flaws.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not, and a flaw shouldn't be like, I wanted the boy. Cause you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you drunk up all the yoo-hoo or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? You only put 2 cups of Kool-Aid in there, sugar in the Kool-Aid. I don't like that. It should be 2.5, whatever.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? But you just start seeing stuff that you don't like or that you don't necessarily agree with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The common phase. So I think you just start seeing them like, oh, okay, so when I always saw it, your hair was always together, and now it's, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
now you just start seeing, or they might see you like, oh man,
Yeah.
that's what you're,
Yeah. To me, the common phase is like when like you said, when like you kind of stop keeping up yourself, or you start just kind of just like, oh well, you know what I'm saying? Are they gonna be here?
Yeah.
I put common phase about year 2, 3. That's when like you like y'all together, still happy, or you at least cool.
Yeah.
But it's like it's just common. Like it's like, all right, yeah, and you pass gas under the darn sheet, don't even care. You leave your socks on the floor. Just crazy stuff that you would never do. You stop shaving the same way. You stop lining yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the common phase.
Yeah.
I think that that loses a lot of people, and well, rather where people start getting too familiar with one another and just losing sight of how important or the reason why.
That part right there.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think that each phase of marriage has a purpose. Like, again, like the happy phase is when like that's to give you that good push or that good, excitement, so that when you can use that time to invest in each other wisely.
Yeah.
Use that time to love on each other. That's not the time, in my opinion, to get too busy for each other and start doing. No, happy phase, spend a lot of time.
Yeah.
Spend a lot of time. Like to me, your earlier phase of a marriage is a when like you're not doing a lot of extra curricular things like hanging out with the boys or the ladies, like girls night out. Nah, man, like that. I mean, you can do it to your discretion, but it needs to be understood that in that early phase of marriage, you need to spend quality time.
Yeah.
Again, that's what the happy phase is for. It's to truly allow you to spend enough time and to really get to know each other, because when it gets difficult, you're gonna need something to pull from. You know what I mean? And so with that said, struggle phase. Yeah, struggle phase.
And I think struggle comes because you don't have enough to rely or look back on the happy phase. So when that struggle comes, you got that common. That common is that I, like you said, that I spend as much time, that we make memories, that we laugh, who this person is, who did I marry, how special did I look, and actually really get to see this person in their greatness, all that stuff, that I get a chance to do that. So now when I come to the common phase, you're like, oh yeah, we know each other. Oh yeah, my wife, whatever.
Yeah.
Then when you get to the struggle phase, you didn't have enough time to like really build that foundation,
bro.
and then the struggle phase, a lot of people, they don't come back from the struggle phase. When you come there, a lot of people don't come back from that struggle phase. You know what I'm saying? Being myself being inside the struggle phase is, as a believer, I need a God in that struggle. You know what I'm saying? It was only him, for him to take me back and give me the why and all of that. I listened to a message from Brother Bird. It was like 2007, and it was It was like, I think it was July. We had just got married, and the title message was "You Promised." Like you promised, and he was like, he said, we just came from a union. He was like, Aaron and Larry, they just got married, and you know what I'm saying. But he was like, and that what took me back. I was like, Aaron, I ain't heard that in a minute.
Yeah.
But he was just like, you know, you promise, you say your vows, and I think sometimes on the struggle phase you forget what the vows that you made, you know, the commitment that you made, you know, in sickness and health, you know.
Yeah.
A richer report, better or worse, you know, to death do you part, you know what I'm saying? So, I think a lot of times people get into these situations to where they're like, you know what, you know, because you got all these different self-help and all this stuff like that, you know,
go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, you got all these different self-help and, you know, you got to be your greatest self. I understand that, but you're married now. So the Bible says, and the two became one. So the thing is, if you didn't get yourself together before you got married, you married now. You locked in. That's a covenant now. That's a union that you said to death do us part. Yeah. So that, you know.
And there's a help that now comes from above. So but the whole self-help, the self-reliance mentality and attitude is the wrong attitude to walk into marriage with. Yeah. Like literally like, you know, and I don't mean to go like back, but like even at the very top of happy phase, the very beginning, the approach must be, okay, I commit my life to this person. I commit my life to this person. I mean, as you said, through sickness and health, through all these things, until death do us part. From that starting point, it is very important to understand what you're getting into, and you should have already been counseled. But even if not, like my first month of marriage, the first thing I said was, God, help me to fall in love with the inner part of her, or the part that is not, the part of her that's beyond looks, right? Because I know that the looks will soon depart, or the looks will soon go away. So we have to invest that time early on. And so I ask God, I say, God, if you'll just help me to fall in love with the inner part of my wife, because one day those looks will go. She may get bigger, she may get sick, whatever that is. Let me fall in love with that part, because I know that one day I'm gonna have to, you know, I'm gonna have to love her beyond the looks. And so all of that begins in the happy phase. You go into your marriage with that in mind. I mean, then, so my take on the struggle phase, you know, of course, that's after the common phase, when like you kind of stop doing those things that you would usually do, or you kind of just look at each other kind of in a cavalier, just you know. Yeah, I love her. I'm, you know, whatever, you know, but you're just used to her. You know what I'm saying? But the struggle phase, see, it's still important to still do the things that you've done to attract or to get that person. Yeah. It is important to do, still try to do the things that you did in the beginning, because if you invest early through praying together is vital. So really spending time praying together in the happy phase, carrying that over into the common phase so that you've invested. So about time you get to struggle phase, you have something that you can hold on to, because you've invested in your marriage early on. A lot of people ride the wave of the happy phase while forgetting to spend time investing in the spiritual side. You can get lost in just being happy and cheerful. We did that in high school. Yeah. Where did it land us? Broke hearts and us cheating, right? But again, you know, if people, especially men, are more like spend more time focusing on investing spiritually in their marriage during the happy phase, it all kind of comes together. And so that struggle phase, you said, that's why people don't come out of it, because they haven't invested. Like you get out what you put in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's like anything in life. You lifting weights, are you hoop, are you a hooper? You know what I'm saying? Are you a hooper like for me? I mean, I make beats. I like to jog. I'm a bass player. I'm a musician. I'm a videographer, right? So if I don't invest, what can I expect to get out of it, right? I practically shoot for a living, right?
Yeah.
If I had not invested in learning how to use cameras, I wouldn't be able to do that. So, but why don't we take that approach when it comes to marriage, right? During the happy-go-lucky phases, but we don't think about prayer. That's when you better get before God.
Yeah.
You better seek Him then. Listening audience, seek Him then. Seek Him. If you're just now getting married and it's happy, oh, I just love hugging and kissing. And look, that's when you invest then. Do it right then. Trust me. You will thank yourself when you get to the struggle phase because you will need it. And so, yeah, man, a good marriage is not about how you feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is about being willing to honor God even in the midst of how I feel. Yeah. I may not feel my wife every day. I may not like her the same way I liked her before at times. I may like her more than I did yesterday. But that's the thing. God is not interested so much in our feelings as much as He is in our obedience and our willingness to honor our commitment. We made a commitment, and we wonder why the Lord is not blessing in America.
Yeah. Because God has given us that commandment. He said, husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church. He didn't say, he said choose to or maybe, or if you feel like it, love her. This is a direct commandment. Hey, love your wife as Christ loved the church.
Yeah.
That's what he's telling. He's put that weight on us. And so I think going back to what you said, that if you're fasting and praying and all that stuff in the beginning, that's your foundation.
That's your foundation.
That's your foundation. When Christ is founded, Christ is the solid rock.
Oh,
so
man.
Since He's the solid rock, can nothing come against it? You know what I'm saying? So when the Bible's talking about God will be able to lift up, when the enemy comes in like a flood, God will be able to lift up that standard against it. That's because you've already built the foundation. Yeah. So can't nothing just try to creep in. Certain things may try, but God can still drive it out. God's love, His Spirit, He can still drive it out. So that's why He has to be that foundation. Mm-hmm. I think when we try to do it, that's how guys go crazy. Mm-hmm. That's how you get those fatal attractions going on. Because a guy he done got so in depth. I've seen some videos. I saw one dude who, right before he was going in, he had killed his girlfriend. He was finna go kill his ex-wife. It was crazy. Wow. Just because he had been hurt and you hadn't dealt with it, because your foundation was, let me do all I can to do to try to make this person happy. Yeah. But we didn't love him as Christ. And so we didn't direct them to Christ as well. So that love can be reciprocated, because if we can bring Christ and He's the center of the marriage, then she's going to love you and you're going to love her according.